The story of the fallen angels is one of the most fascinating and controversial mysteries in Scripture. Who were these heavenly beings who rebelled against God and were expelled from heaven? And how did your actions impact humanity? Today, we will discover the true story of fallen angels and explore what the Bible and other ancient sources tell us about them. Prepare for a journey of surprising and profound revelations. Angels, according to the Scriptures, were created by God as spiritual beings of great power and wisdom. They serve as messengers and executors of divine will. Since their creation, angels have had the mission of protecting and guiding humanity, reflecting the glory and justice of God. In the celestial hierarchy, angels are divided into different categories, each with specific functions. Seraphim, cherubs, and archangels are some of these groups. Each class of angel plays a crucial role in maintaining heavenly order, ensuring that God's will prevails in all spheres. Lucifer, known as the angel of light, was one of the most exalted among the angels. Endowed with incomparable beauty and wisdom, he occupied a prominent position in heaven. His name, meaning light bearer, reflected his role in spreading divine light and truth. Over time, Lucifer began to show signs of rebellion. His pride and desire to be equal to God led him to question divine authority. Although initially hidden, these feelings of insubordination grew, generating tensions in the celestial realm and planting seeds of discord among the angels. Lucifer's revolt was motivated by several factors, including envy and ambition. He could not accept the supremacy of God and longed for a kingdom of his own. His followers, attracted by his promises of power, joined him. This rebellion marked the beginning of an unprecedented cosmic conflict. The revolt of Lucifer and his followers was motivated by a combination of pride, envy, and desire for power. They did not accept divine supremacy and longed for greater autonomy. Discontent grew, culminating in open rebellion against the established order in heaven, directly challenging the authority of God. The heavenly war was a conflict of epic proportions, involving angels loyal to God against rebels led by Lucifer. The battle symbolized the struggle between light and darkness, with profound consequences for the entire cosmos. The rebellious angels, despite being powerful, ended up being defeated and expelled from heaven. The expulsion of the rebellious angels was an event of great impact. Lucifer and his followers were cast out of heaven, condemned to wander in darkness. His fall marked the transformation of angels into fallen beings, with a radically different destiny than that originally intended for them. Fallen angels and demons are often confused, but there are important distinctions. Fallen angels are those who were cast out of heaven due to rebellion, while demons are often considered evil spirits who were never angels. Both, however, represent forces that oppose good and divine order. The fall of the angels had a profound impact on the celestial kingdom, disrupting the harmony and order established by God. The rebellion led by Lucifer not only challenged divine authority, but also created a division among celestial beings, creating an eternal conflict between good and evil. On earth, the influence of the fallen angels manifested itself in different ways. They brought forbidden knowledge to humanity, teaching occult arts and destructive practices. This interference corrupted human innocence, distancing it from divine teachings and facilitating the spread of chaos and disorder in the world. The fallen angels also joined forces with humans, generating a hybrid offspring known as Nephilim humans, Nephilims. These creatures, described as powerful giants, further intensified the corruption on earth. The existence of the Nephilim symbolizes the forbidden mixture between the divine and the mortal, challenging the limits established by God. The flood, recounted in the Scriptures, was a direct response to the increasing evil and corruption caused by the fallen angels and their descendants. God decided to purify the earth, preserving only Noah and his family. This divine catastrophe served as a reset, attempting to restore the original order and purity of creation. After the fall, many rebellious angels were imprisoned in the abysses, confined until the day of judgment. This imprisonment symbolizes divine justice and the inevitability of the consequences of defying the heavenly order. However, a residual influence of beings continues to echo through the ages, affecting cultures and human beliefs. The flood, as told in Scripture, was God's direct response to the growing corruption on earth, influenced by fallen angels. This global flood was intended to purify the world, eradicating both human evil and the harmful influence of these celestial beings. After the flood, many fallen angels were imprisoned in the abysses, places described as spiritual prisons. This divine measure sought to contain the power and influence of these angels, preventing them from continuing to corrupt humanity and the divine plan for earth. Fallen angels left deep traces in ancient cultures, being frequently mentioned in mythologies and legends. Civilizations such as the Sumerian and Babylonian had reports of rogue celestial entities, reflecting the universality of this theme in human consciousness. Various mythologies around the world contain figures similar to fallen angels, such as the Titans in Greece and the Asuras in India. These stories show how the idea of powerful and rebellious beings transcends cultural barriers, indicating a common perception about the struggle between good and evil. Spiritually, the fall of the angels brought important consequences for humanity. Moral and spiritual corruption intensified, distancing people from divine teachings. This rupture underscores the need to rediscover faith and justice to restore harmony with the heavenly plan. The Book of Enoch is an apocryphal work that offers a detailed view of the fallen angels. Written between the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC, the text addresses celestial and mystical revelations that are not found in the canonical Bible, being a rich source of spiritual and theological information. Enoch, an antediluvian patriarch, is notable in the book for his visions and revelations about fallen angels. According to Enoch, these angels disobeyed God and descended to earth, corrupting humanity and teaching forbidden knowledge. His visions help to understand the complexity of the celestial rebellion. The fallen angels mentioned in the Book of Enoch have specific names and functions. Among them, Azazel and Semjaza are prominent figures. Azazel is accused of teaching humanity how to make weapons and cosmetics, while Semjaza leads the rebellion. These details enrich the understanding of the angelic narrative. The judgment of the fallen angels is a central theme in the Book of Enoch. God orders that they be imprisoned in deep pits until the day of judgment. This perspective of divine justice reinforces the concept of retribution and redemption present in apocalyptic literature. The influence of the Book of Enoch on Jewish and Christian theology is significant. He formed various beliefs about the nature of angels and spiritual reality. Although it is not considered canonical by most traditions, its impact is evident in many religious doctrines and interpretations. The specific names and functions of the fallen angels, as described in the Book of Enoch, add depth to the sacred narrative. These descriptions helped contextualize and personalize the rebel angels, making their stories more tangible and understandable to believers and scholars throughout the centuries. Comparing the Book of Enoch with other apocryphal texts reveals a rich tapestry of myths and beliefs. These comparisons reveal diverse perspectives on the heavenly rebellion, highlighting the complexity and diversity of theological interpretations that coexist within the Jewish and Christian traditions. Biblical prophecies indicate that fallen angels will play a crucial role in the end times. They will be agents of chaos and destruction, influencing events and people to divert humanity from the divine path. His presence will be a clear sign of the proximity of the end of times. The fallen angels are intrinsically linked to the Antichrist and serve as his allies and instruments of power. They will help spread deceptions and falsehoods, preparing the ground for the rise of the Antichrist. This alliance will strengthen the opposition to good and increase the influence of evil on earth. The final battle between good and evil will be an epic showdown where fallen angels will play an important role. They will fight alongside the forces of evil against the heavenly armies led by Michael. This conflict will determine the destiny of the universe and the predominance of divine justice. In the apocalypse, the final destiny of the fallen angels is eternal damnation. They will be thrown into the lake of fire, along with the Antichrist and his followers. This ultimate punishment symbolizes the victory of good over evil and the restoration of divine order in the cosmos. Fallen angels will influence the preparation for the end times, inciting wars, disasters, and social unrest. They will manipulate leaders and nations, promoting corruption and moral decay. Their actions aim to weaken faith and spiritual resistance, paving the way for the manifestation of the Antichrist. In the modern world, signs of the presence of fallen angels manifest themselves through conflict, disasters, and increasing immorality. These beings seek to weaken the moral and spiritual foundations of society, promoting disbelief and despair, essential elements for the arrival of the end of times. The final defeat of the fallen angels will be an event of great importance, marking the restoration of divine order. The victory of good over evil will bring peace and justice, sealing the fate of these rebellious beings and restoring harmony to the cosmos, as apocalyptic prophecies predict. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pearls of the Bible channel and activate notifications. May your path of faith always be illuminated by the truth and wisdom of the Scriptures. Until the next.